Hi there, this is Spitfire 25565 with Game Mode 5, and today we're going to be talking about a mod called the Ipod mod. Now, the Ipod mod gives you exactly what you would expect. It gives you an iPod in-game, but you have to work for the ingredients. Now, here's how this works. For instance, when you go into your crafting bench, you're going to have to craft the materials yourself. And you do have to go through a couple of different phases in order to be able to end up with your own iPod. But once you have it, it's great. Watch this. Now, to craft the batteries, you're going to need 2 diamonds, a redstone, and 3 iron ingots across the bottom. That gives you a battery, or apparently here, a motor. Not sure what I don't know. Anyway, moving on. Next, you got to craft the display or screen. That you can get with a glass pane surrounded by 4 gold ingots. And if you ever bought an iPod or an iPod Touch, you pretty much know why it's gold ingots. Alright, next we're going to go ahead and we're going to craft ourselves a casing. Now the casing is basically an iron block minus the center. Let's see. Outside iPod. Case. Outside iPod. Whatever. Alright, next we're going to go ahead, we're going to craft ourselves the iPod itself, which, let's see, once we put our ingredients together in this exact order, it gives us an iPod with no apps. Yeah, the tooltip actually just says no apps, but we know what it means. Alright, now the next thing is we need apps. Apps are crafted like this. You take your redstone. Now you can do it with 1 and craft these individually, but I'm lazy. Okay, and then you put your gold around that, and you will need 8 of these beautiful little things. We're going to go ahead, we're going to speed craft 4 of them. And craft up as many as we can here. Now, we do have an issue where I've used up quite a bit of gold here. I'm going to have to go back for more. One moment. This is the beauty of creative mode. Alright. And there's our last app. It appears to be getting nighttime. Let's fix that. Alright, now what we have is we have our 8 apps and our no apps, or rather your iPod without apps. All we have to do is put the apps in around our iPod, and boom! There we go! We have an iPod. Now once we actually have this thing, we have unlimited power. Okay, not so much. But we have a healing app. We have a time app. We can set it to day and night and day and night and day and night and day. And we can go back to our main screen. We can kill ourselves, which we're not going to do because we're in creative and I don't know how that would be handled. There's a music app. Now it does let you play any music in the game. Sounds are currently off for this YouTube video, so we can't really display that. There are help apps. As you can see, this is how you use it. This is your force quit button in case you have an app that freezes. And then previous and next pages. Alright. TNT App. This is one of my favorites. That's a tiny explosion. How about a small? Still, yeah, it's pretty good size. Let's jump in our small crater here. Seems it won't let me jump in the small crater. Alright. Come over here. We're going to right-click our iPod. we are going to tell it to go for a... Let's go for a huge explosion. Alright, that's a rather large explosion there. Now, as I'm sure you've noticed, we also have in the TNT app these special large, small, and big. Now, what that does, let's go over here, away from the site of our previous explosions, and we will create a... Let's do a special small. As you can see, it's also set fire to the trees themselves, as well as pretty much anything around you when you do that. Alright, well, there is a little bit more to this, but we won't be covering that now. I'm Spitfire25565, and this is the Ipod app for Minecraft.